Coverkillernation, nice to see you back here with me today. Today I want to do a little bit of a channel update, and it's going to focus on a couple of matters, and mainly one of the big ones is going to be a preview to September, because September is going to be a very large month here in the Coverkillernation account, and there's a lot that is going to be going on that I want to kind of get you ready for, not to mention also share with you a little bit of a CD collection update that just took place last night, Saturday the 27th of August. Now firstly, let's speak about September. September is going to be a huge month with landmark releases by various names, including many that I've already spoken to you about with a lot of excitement, such as Opeth, such as Anthrax, such as Dream Theater, such as Brutal Truth, such as Mastodon, such as Machine Head, and the list goes on and on and on. Really, if you take a look at any website that announces the dates for albums that are going to be coming, you'll notice that September is extremely big name heavy, and a lot of these albums happen to be exceptionally anticipated. Now, that's something that you guys will be really thrilled to look forward to, because I plan on reviewing as much as humanly possible, as I usually do. But I'm definitely going to stress a lot in September. It's going to be a big month. There's going to be a lot of videos. There might only be 30 days in the month, but I guarantee you that there's going to be more than 30 videos that drop during that month. Secondly, throughout all of that, I'm going to try my best to get back into the Underground project, the On the Underground project, should I say, because I know that it's been about, well, close to a month since I've dropped a release for that, so I really need to get back and maybe one day whenever it's slowed down, just upload a lot in bulk. Now, I know I said that in the last channel update and it didn't happen, but that's just simply because Workapalooza 2011 is still going on, and, well, this is yet another week of it. 6 days out of the week. In fact, the only day off is today. This is Sunday. So I'm hoping to get back into that. Hopefully one day I will have not one, not two, not three, but maybe like 4 different underground bands for you to check out and really investigate further. Now, of course, I've really enjoyed the fact that you guys have taken well to the idea of the classic album review. Now, this is something that I'm going to continue to maybe do one a month. And I would like to define like a special time period in which I do it, but I think that that's a little impossible considering the magnitude of some releases, some things that I find, discographies that I want to continue with or do whatever with. So just be on the lookout. I'll try to use the classic album tag in order to let you know when this month's episode drops. And that brings us to the goodie bag. This goodie bag, to be exact. Now, luckily enough, over the past month at FYE, we've had a contest to see who could take the most used items, or this and that, and these and those. And, well, there are actually some guys in my town that still listen to metal, that still listen to some old school metal, and also need money. So their loss is my gain, and all that I tell them is, well, at least you know it's going to a good home. And we were also part of a sales contest, so last night I decided to go on a little bit of a splurge for both myself and for my girlfriend. I was able to get her the Brat Pack, which is a DVD collection, 3 DVD collection of 16 Candles, Weird Science, and The Breakfast Club, along with a little music disc that goes along with it, and also get the new Depeche Mode remix album. She's a very big Depeche Mode fan, so I easily know how to get to her heart. However, there was about 16 used CDs as well that I, well, wanted to get, and I was able to score, well, about 8 of them, and I want to share those with you today. The very first one, the new one by Rotten Sound, Cursed. Now, this is an album, of course, that I reviewed, but unfortunately, I didn't get a physical copy whenever it first came out, because I'm, at times, a very poor bastard. So this is a nice little addition. I am very stoked to have that in the collection. The second one is, of course, Knockmistium's Metal Part 2, Addicts. I can't believe I just screwed that up. I love this album. This has been an album that I wanted to get whenever it first was released. I never did find a reservation number for it, nor did I ever get the opportunity to pick it up. It's one of those things where I want to buy certain things whenever they're released, and then just something happens and it doesn't materialize. It's kind of sometimes difficult to really keep up. The third one that we have here is we have The Invisible Mountain by Horseback. Now, this is a band that I decided just to sample one day while I was at the store, and there was nobody else there. I was just bored out of my mind, and I ended up really liking these guys. I ended up downloading this album quite a while ago, and I always wanted to add it to my collection, so now I finally get the opportunity. I really also want to get their their latest CD, should I say, which is the 2-disc set. Up next, we have Gift Horse by Mos Gigantus, and this is an album just from a band that I really hadn't heard anything from. I haven't listened to them or anything like that, but I've heard good things from various people, so I wanted to give it a try, so this is a welcome addition to the collection, and one that I hope to listen to quite soon. Now, of course, you guys all know that I'm a huge Between the Buried and Me guy. However, I never did own a physical copy of The Silent Circus by Between the Buried and Me. In fact, the whole reason why I got into the band was thanks to my best friend Rob, who was able to procure this album, as well as Alaska, and as well as their first one, whenever he worked at the radio station at the local college. So, even though I've heard all the material, even though I have all of the material, basically my ownership has begun with Colors and has expanded, you know, everything since then. However, whenever it comes to the back catalog, a lot of them are still strangely absent. Hate Campaign by Dismember. Yes, I remember whenever this album came out a couple years back, and I remember listening to it and never thinking that I was ever going to see it unless I special ordered it. Well, somebody brought it in used, and now this lovely little trinket's a member of my collection. Up next, we have probably the prize of this whole entire shebang, and that is Punishment for Decadence by Coroner. Why is it a prize? It's because I've never seen anything from Coroner in the store ever since I started working there 2 years ago, and I actually thought that the only way I was going to be able to get this was by scouring around dirt malls and different little places and basically make a large drive just to maybe come up empty, but, well, now I at least have one. And then finally, we have Pentagrammaton by Enthroned. I totally spaced out there for a second. This is an album that I listened to last year, and I really loved it, so this is, once again, another great addition to my collection. So that gives you kind of a little heads up on where things are going, not to mention I got the opportunity to show you a couple of my most recent purchases. So I hope to see you guys next time, and be prepared for September being one of the best months, if not the best month thus far, in Cover Killer Nation history. Take care, guys.